Grey's Anatomy is finally back after its never-ending hiatus, and just like with Station 19, the Christmas decorations are still up, and it's pretty funny to watch at the end of February, almost March. But I do appreciate them sticking to the timeline, and probably this was actually the first time the actors ever actually filmed at Christmas with Christmas decorations up, because they normally are filming Christmas scenes in September. So without any further ado, let's get into watching Grey's Anatomy, the Amelia and Kai scenes, because we're here for that queer content this week. So let's get into it.
Patient with Parkinson's who will volunteer to let us experiment on his brain.
That must be like insane. Like literally everything they've done for 2 years hanging by one person by a thread.
And even if we did, the FDA only approved you.
Can we clear the gallery, please?
It's like furious. Absolutely furious.
I'm asking to clear the gallery.
And Amelia's just figured it out.
Roger?
I mean, really, how did she think that this is... I was going to say that this is Seattle Grace. I've watched Grey's Anatomy for way too long, more than half my life. I've watched it since the day I watched the pilot. I remember being excited before it came out. But anyway, at Seattle Grace, Grey Sloan Memorial, whatever you want to call it, they are in each other's business 24/7. So she should have like put a bulletin up or something, because he was going to find out in 0.2 seconds.
Owen, we are almost done.
Amelia's filling with rage, and when she gets out, she's going to go crazy. Here we go.
You spent the day punishing me because you saw me kissing someone else? You brought all of that.
And I came to tell you this, but instead I played you kissing someone else in the hospital where I work.
I just love the way they're having this screaming match in the middle, and there's just like people like nurses and stuff walking by like, oh yeah, another doctor couple having a screaming match in the middle of the hallway. It's like right by the OR schedule too.
Losing myself in something that I could not want.
That's true. Like, it's, I mean, obviously, like, she's a character and we know her just through the TV, but Amelia's not the person that wants like 2 kids, a car, and a dog in the suburbs. I feel like he wants, like, he loves Amelia, but he wants to like put her in like this cookie cutter shape that just that's not her. Like that's not what she wants. Like he wants her to conform to the way he thinks that his life should be, but it's just not her deal. Like not what she wants.
You pretend that we weren't in love because you're ready to move on with some random woman.
They're non-binary.
Yes, Amelia.
Okay, that makes it better.
Okay, we're finally to the Amelia and Kai scene. But I just going, because she's coming into a bar, I was just thinking, I don't think Amelia's told Kai about the substance issues yet.
Hey.
Hi.
And the Christmas decorations.
5?
Yeah. And he is my ex-husband. And the surgeon who operated with me is my son's father.
Guy's like, oh my god, what am I getting myself into here?
So, you know.
This woman cannot hold a job without dating someone.
And got it. Cleared the gallery because I came in.
He saw us kissing.
Because it's Grey Sloan.
And I would totally understand if you don't want anything to do with that mess.
Kai's in too deep now. It's too late for them. It's too late.
I'm gonna grab you a drink.
Yes. But no, because I don't drink.
Okay.
That's honestly like the best reaction you can have because like obviously Amelia, she didn't give any more information, and as someone who doesn't drink, people sometimes will be like, oh, why? And in this situation, it's like obviously they seem to be starting a relationship, and I'm sure they'll get there. But you know, sometimes when it's literally someone you're talking to in a bar, and they're like, oh, do you want a drink? And I'm like, oh no. And they expect you to like, well, actually, and first, you know, there's many reasons people don't drink, whether it be like, oh, the calories, or they have a substance issue, or they just don't like it. Like there's so many reasons, and a lot of those reasons are not appropriate to get into when the person doesn't obviously want to, because if Amelia wanted to disclose more there, she absolutely would have. But that, like, Kai's reaction was the best reaction. Okay, that's it. Like, that's all you need to know at this stage. So I like that was, you know, in there.
Thank you.
Aww. So that was the Amelia and Kai scenes, and also the overspill, I guess, with the link scene and what's going on. So I am loving these guys on the show, and I mean they're also nice to look at too. So I'm not gonna lie. But I will be back next week, of course. Grey's is on like a straight through run now. We don't have a break for a couple of weeks. So I'll be doing Grey's and Station 19 every single week. I do also cover a lot of other stuff, and I have a second channel where I talk about cults, scams, frauds. It's called Coffee and Cults. And I'm going to be covering The Dropout, which is the show that's going to be on Hulu about Theranos and Elizabeth Holmes. And also We Crashed, which will be on Apple TV, and covering WeWork and the Newmans. So if that's something you're interested in, pop over to Coffee and Cults. And I also have a Patreon, a merch store. Follow me on all of my social media to keep up with all of the shows. And as always, make sure to stay safe, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.